U.S. President Donald Trump was evacuated from the White House Correspondents Association dinner tonight after a shooting incident. Authorities say a man armed with guns and knives stormed the lobby and rushed toward the ballroom before Secret Service agents swarmed him and took him into custody. Trump responded to the security incident at a presser.
This was an event dedicated to freedom of speech that was supposed to bring together members of both parties with members of the press. And in a certain way it did, because the fact that they just unified, I saw a room that was just totally unified. It was in one way very beautiful.
The Secret Service and authorities flooded the banquet hall as guests ducked under tables by the hundreds. The president and other top leaders were removed. One Secret Service member was injured. The event is said to be rescheduled.
The man has been captured. They're going to his apartment. I guess he lives in California. And he's a sick person, a very sick person. And we don't want things like this to happen. I think it's very important that I say, though, and I told the representatives of the evening, they did such a beautiful job. It was such a beautiful evening. And again, they're talking about free speech in our Constitution. That's what it's all about, not just White House correspondence. It was really based on free speech in our Constitution. But I said very importantly that we'll do it again within the next 30 days, and we'll make it bigger and better and even nicer. My impression is he was a lone wolf, whack job. These are crazy people. These are crazy people, and they have to be dealt with. We had that in the second attempt, as you know, and he's spending life in prison. Because if you let him out, they'll probably, if he serves 10 years or 15 years, you let him out, he'll probably try it again with somebody else. They're sick people. We have a lot of sick people.
We expect that the suspect will be charged tomorrow morning in federal court with 2 counts, assault of a federal officer and use of a firearm during a crime of violence. We're going to continue to investigate, and it'll just be a complaint tomorrow. An indictment will be coming in the coming days or weeks, and go from there. We know that he had 2 firearms on him, as has been reported, along with some knives. We believe that he traveled by train from Los Angeles to Chicago, and then Chicago to Washington, D.C., and we've executed search warrants on his devices as well. We've started talking to folks that know him, and to try to just continue to gather information and evidence. I was on the phone with the director of the FBI after 1 o'clock last night, and they were working through the night. He was working through the night, and I think that as the days go by, we'll certainly learn more. But that's what we know so far. This was tragic. It was a night that none of us will forget for a very long time. But do not forget that the system worked. The Secret Service kept us safe, and that man was quickly apprehended and subdued minutes, seconds after he tried to breach the perimeter.
If you look at the video of him trying to go through with a rifle, there was not much time for them to react, only maybe 2 seconds. And his intention, based on what I'm seeing, was to run through that checkpoint, get as close as he could to President Trump and take a shot and try to kill the president. Based on my training and my knowledge and experience with the U.S. Secret Service, and I have worked at that same very hotel, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, and they did it quickly, saving the president any unfortunate incidents to him.
I have been to many White House Correspondents Dinners. Obviously, we have never, ever seen anything like this before. Secret Service was very quick. President Trump was evacuated President Trump was whisked away from the stage within just a few seconds. We've also seen Vice President J.D. Vance being evacuated by his own team as well. It was an incredible moment of confusion and shock. People remained under the tables, by the side of the tables, just trying to take cover while they tried to figure out what was exactly going on. It was the most eventful White House Correspondents Dinner I have ever been. I'm sure that's the case for everybody else.
כמוכם, גם אני ורעייתי הזדעזענו לשמוע על הניסיון החוזר לרצוח את הנשיא טראמפ ואת רעייתו. אנחנו שמחנו שניהם יחד עם בכירי הממשל האמריקני, יצאו ללא נגע. אין מקום לאלימות, לא נגד מנהיגים פוליטיים ולא נגד אף אחד.
The word is that he's a continuation teacher at Torrance Unified School District. That's what I heard from other people. I don't know that as a fact, but that's a word that people have been saying. You know, I don't know anything more than you do. I never met the individual. I don't know anything about his family. Just walking the dog.